if I go to Medellin, if I'm in parking areas in Medellin, right, and I see a guy throwing money in the air, 200, 300, just in singles, throwing money in the air, it's not my responsibility to go over there and say, hey, stop doing that. Don't do that. You're going to mess up the economy. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. The women are going to want to ask for more money. It's not your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. That's a free man. That man does whatever he wants to do. You know what my responsibility is? My responsibility is to look at the situation like, okay, this guy is throwing money in the air. I know what kind of energy that's going to attract. So what am I going to do? I'm going to remove myself from this situation, and I'm going to go somewhere where this is not happening. That is the proper, well, a proper, not the, but a proper way of resolving that conflict of a guy throwing money in the air in the middle of parking areas. A guy goes to the clock tower. He got on a big chain. He got on the watches. He got on the earrings that's blinging. His cell phone's to his ear. Yeah, just talking. All right, the newest iPhone. It's not my responsibility to run to that guy and say, yo, tuck your chain in, put the ear down, don't put your phone up. Watch out for the motorcycles. It's not my responsibility. You know why it's not my responsibility? Because that's a grown man. It's not my responsibility to sit and talk bad about what he's doing. If he comes to me and asks me, hey, what do you think about what I'm doing? I'll give him a response. But other than that, it's not my responsibility. If he gets robbed and I'm next to him and I get robbed, should I be mad at him? No, you shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't be mad at the guy who's wearing chains in Cartagena, we're walking down the street, or I'm walking down the street, he's in front of me, he's wearing chains, he's got the bling, he's got the newest iPhone, and he's talking real loud, walking down with the motorcycles going up and down the street. I shouldn't be mad if they stop and they rob him and they rob me because I'm next to him or behind him. I shouldn't be mad at him. You know who I should be mad at? I should be mad at me. Because what I should have did, rather than, oh, don't do that, this is wrong, is I should have removed myself from that situation. I should have took a step back, let him walk down the street, because I know that, hey, you are walking around like a target. I don't want to be close to you, because if they target you and I'm just in your circumference, I might get targeted too. But people, they feel as though, and it's just my perspective, people feel as though it's their responsibility. And I think we're getting to a point where a lot of people are overstepping their boundaries of what they're supposed to do. Me personally, I can never talk bad about another man or woman. I might say something relative to, what their beliefs are, and I might reference the beliefs, but I'm not going to ever talk bad about that person. I'm not going to ever point them out and say that, because I don't feel as though that's a proper way for a man to react, man. It's just not. Education versus entertainment. It's your responsibility to know the difference. It's your responsibility to say, hey, this is not the way I would do it, and that's that. As a black man, I believe that the way I move is the way that the people who I hang around should move similar, because I move with respect, I move with dignity, I move with on code, I move a certain way. But I'm not going to go tell another black man you should move this way because the way you're doing is negative. I'm not going to do that. You know why? It's not my responsibility to tell you what's right or what's wrong. It's my responsibility to show you another way. And I think people are so into themselves that they feel as though, and this is general, people are so into themselves that they feel as though they have to push their values, push their morals, push their moral compass onto other people. And we just got to stop that. I don't care how negative someone else's lifestyle is. I don't care how negative what someone else is saying is. Yes, I can say, hey, I won't do that because of this, but I'm never going to knock that person. Good morning, world.